We are here to announce the Hero Indian Open 2026, the 59th staging of the Hero Indian Open. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the dignitaries on the stage. To my left is Major General Vibhuti Bhushan, Director General of the Indian Golf Union. To his left is Mr. Shashank Sandhu, Honorary Secretary of the Indian Golf Union. To his left is Mr. Sanjay Bhan, Executive Vice President, Hero Motorcorp. And to his left is Mr. Tush Daroga, Vice President of the VIDA Golf and Country Club. Well, to start proceedings and to set the tone for the conference, we have put together a small audio visual for you. Let's relive the memories of the Hero Indian Open of the last few years. That Eugenio Chacarra from Spain won the Hero Indian Open 2025. The venue is the DLF Golf and Country Club. The course is the Gurugram course, and the dates are 26th to 29th of March. I would first like to request Mr. Sanjay Bhan to please address.
Very good afternoon, I said. It's always a pleasure to be with you, and I must, on behalf of Dr. Pawan Mujal, our Executive Chairman, thank you all for making golf what it is today in this country. I think without active participation by members of the media, sport would not have reached the levels it has already achieved. There's much more to do for all of us, and I see a whole lot of familiar faces out there, and I'm sure every single day they breathe golf. It starts so long back that I told someone jokingly, and he took it as a personal insult. I said, anybody can play golf. And I had a very bad 3 hours after that, because my friends ganged up and they were trying to explain to me how it's not everybody's game or cup of tea. I said, all right, let me give it a shot. I've never touched a golf club ever in my life, but I'm going to start playing. And lo and behold, 3 years down, I'm not bad at it. I'm still struggling, but I'm getting there. So with these words, I just would like to bring on board the fact that today, as we celebrate this wonderful sport in this country, at perhaps the most revered venue in many ways, Tush is right here, and I think all compliments to him and his team at DLF for making it a very absolutely stunning venue for a lot of golfers. They really look forward to coming and playing and competing there. I don't know, there's something very, whenever you end up talking to some of these top golfers who've not visited India, it seems that everybody has heard about the DLF course. And everybody has only one thing to say, how can I find some mojo there? I'm told that it's a very tricky one. And I guess that gets their juices going, and they really want to come here and play. And I know that two of our brand ambassadors, global brand ambassadors, Akshay Bhatia and of course Sahit Tigala, both of them are really itching to get here as soon as they can. Akshay, thankfully, has already confirmed, so there's some great news for all you guys. So we'll have Akshay as part of the tour this time around. He'll be playing and he'll be competing, and he wants to win. So let's see how easy or difficult we make it for him. Our own boys here in India, I'm not going to give him an easy run, but he's quite excited about coming to India. Sahit, on the other hand, is also working very hard. He's really wanting to come over. He's trying his best. He just wants to make some choices before he ends up here, but we're keeping that option open. Hopefully he will. And let's see if that happens. But we have a very strong field. Over the years, we've tried to maximize as much value we could in our Indian Open, the Hero Indian Open. Something that every golfer, Indian golfer, and some of the international golfers look forward to as part of their itinerary is the Hero Indian Open. And I think over the years, Karan and his team at KNA, Tosh, as I already mentioned, IGU, I must really compliment the efforts that have really gone behind putting this and stitching this together. And I have Major Vibhuti Bhushan and Shashank here with me on the dais. And I think some of the folks who are not here, I don't see Bridge here today, but I know he's still nursing some injury. And Satish ji, again, people who have really been the muscle behind putting it all together and getting it up and running. It's an extremely fabulous time for India. I think for two reasons. One, of course, as you can see, the world around us is in a tailspin. Somehow or the other, we are all sitting here enjoying the T20 World Cup finals and winning. There is a certain sense of achievement across. Everybody seems to be in some sort of a glee, a very happy mood. This is despite the fact that the world is in sheer gloom right now. But there's something magical about this country. And I think all of us should be super proud of the country that we all come from and make it truly a destination. And make it truly a destination that the world is going to look forward to come. We believe that Atithi Devo Bhava, and there's a great opportunity for us to demonstrate that to the array of golfers who's going to be coming here and who are going to be playing here and competing between the 26th and the 29th. Some good news, some really exciting news. I think that should really give you some headlines. Is that this time around the prize purse has gone up significantly, 2.55 million now. Is that correct? And well, the winner takes a cool $433,500 US. So that's some significant leap there, and I guess a lot of people will be looking forward to not just getting a coveted trophy right there, but also getting a fat check. So I'm sure they're looking forward to that. We have an exciting field, and I'm going to leave that, but I don't want to spill all the beans here. We have an exciting field, and Karan will talk more about it. A super exciting field. We will always have the best of India to play versus the best, some of the best in the world. I wish it could get even better and better, and that's the whole plan. That's how we wanted to get some of these top players to be partnering with us and get them as our brand ambassadors and find ways to bring them over to India. As you can recall, in 2014, Dr. Pawan brought Tiger to India. The very early days here in India for him to come in, and he still remembers it by the way. He talks about really golf course, which is very late, and he really has some very fond memories of that time. But I think by and large, this is really a lot to be done for all of us. I think it's a collective responsibility to make this game take it to its rightful position. All of us will have to really commit ourselves. Mason said, one of the big appeals that I have for all of you here, my friends, is please ensure that as you pen down those magical words every single day in the tournament, you try and exhort people to come and watch the game. I think the game is only going to get better and better when you have people cheering you for every shot that you, every swing that you take, every shot you make. I think that makes the game exciting, that will really give adrenaline pump to the players. And then for that, you need the crowds to come in. And that's a job that each one of us in this room has. The Indian contingent, of course, we have the Order of Merit winner, Yuvraj playing. We'll have, I think, most of them. I mean, he's going to be leading the pack. Not just him, we will also have Veer Rawat, we have Manu Vindas, Shaurya Bhattacharya, a whole bunch of them, some of the outstanding Indian players, and we really look forward to some great action from them. To challenge the Open winner, Francisco Molinari, by the way, he's on the card, so therefore that's not going to be easy. To challenge the Arnold Palmer winner just 3 days back, Akshay Bhatia, and who knows if we have some other people coming in. We are trying to keep it as big as it can ever be. This is perhaps going to be the biggest setup in terms of the number of top players that we're going to have, and I'm quite proud of the fact that we have been able to achieve this. And with the help of Karan and his team, some of the other really worthwhile names are Thomas Daytree, as you know, who plays in the LIV Golf, Martin Gura, Chakara is going to come and defend his title. Thurston Lawrence, you must be following him, and I think all of you know that he's an outstanding player, very consistent. So we will have some real massive excitement over these 7,416 yards every single day, 4 days of that week. So we're looking forward to a very exciting week. 26th to 29th is a tournament. There will be, of course, Pro-Am days before that, and all that is being put together, curated beautifully by K&A, and I would really like to put my sincere appreciation to Karan, Aditya and their team, who have really worked very hard and diligently to make this entire event super successful. Once again, on behalf of Hero MotoCorp, on behalf of our chairman, Dr. Pawan Munjal, I would like to thank you all for your attendance and continued support to the game, and urge you all to keep invested in the game and make it really take it to the heights that it truly deserves. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for you.
On for those major announcements. We've got Akshay Bhatia in the field. Akshay is currently ranked number 19 in the world, 3 wins on the PGA Tour, a Hero brand ambassador, and all of you follow golf. He won the Arnold Palmer Invitational on the PGA Tour just day before yesterday.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen on the dais. Gives me great pleasure in addressing you all. Hero India Open is one of the most renowned events in Asia, with a history dating back to the year that I was born, 1964. It is a crown in the jewel in the Indian Golf Union's calendar and holds a special place in the history of Indian golf. With a rich legacy spanning for more than 6 decades, the tournament has grown in stature every year. That momentum continues in the year 2026. With the world-class field, which was just mentioned by Sanjay a short while ago, of more than 100 foreign players competing in a record-breaking prize purse, which got just announced over last year of 2.55 million, the highest ever in the history of this tournament. At this moment, we would like to sincerely thank Dr. Pawan Munjal, Chairman of Hero MotoCorp and the Hero MotoCorp Company, for their continued support to the Hero India Open and DP World Tour with their partnership. It is only because of their patronage that we are seeing this event grow year by year and attracting many talented golfers and professional golfers all over the world. Something about the Indian Golf Union. The Indian Golf Union is the apex national body of golf in the country. We are recognized by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and also the International Golf Federation that governs the sport internationally. The Indian Golf Union is responsible for the promotion and development of golf in India, starting with only 6 clubs throughout the country. Today, we have more than 232 clubs, and more than 10 to 12 clubs are in the offing in the very near future. In the current year, the Indian Golf Union is conducting over 40 national tournaments in the gentleman amateur, junior boys, ladies and junior girls categories, and with 45 feeder tours, event is spread across all the 4 zones of the country. This provides huge opportunities for our youngsters and also young adults. The Indian Golf Union also undertakes developmental activities to promote the game of golf through initiatives like golf in schools, golf on wheels, participating in international amateur golf events, having a national squad which is looked after well. We also are looking to create a center for excellence for the game of golf. We undertake periodic certification of the Indian coaches who are coaching in many of our clubs throughout the country. Apart from these events, IGU is also focusing on capacity building within the sport with improved officiating capacities to enhance the professionalism and credibility of domestic events. With this in mind, in a very significant step very recently towards strengthening India's golf infrastructure, we had the rules officiating level clinic held in collaboration with the Royal and Ancient, conducted in the country, the first of its kind ever being done in India. This was the level 3 Tournament Administrators and Referees Seminar, commonly known as TAS. This was successfully hosted by us, wherein we had more than 49 attendees. With this, we at the IGU endeavored to make mark at the international level, setting global standards, not in just terms of player development, but also in the systems and the personnel that govern the sport. A significant result of this particular initiative was a scholarship which was awarded to one of the participants, a girl aged 24 by the name of Malvikia Mosquita from Mumbai. And this shows the huge opportunity that Indian talent and human resources have at world stage in this particular sport. As we embark on the 59th edition of the Hero India Open, it promises to be another spectacular event with the stellar cast which was just mentioned by Sanjay that will play to compete in this particular month. Everyone wanting to lay hand on this particular trophy. This is an opportunity for our Indian amateurs golfers also, though we have very limited slots for the best amateurs to play along top-notch world-class professionals. On behalf of the Indian Golf Union and on my personal behalf, I'd like to thank Tush and DLF Golf and Country Club for hosting this prestigious tournament once again. The course we have seen is in immaculate condition, as picturesque as ever, and my congratulations to Tush and his team for this hard work put in. I invite you all, my friends, to come witness to this Gary Player course at DLF Golf and Country Club, to witness the Hero India Open 2026, as mentioned earlier, 26th March to 29th March, which promises to be a spectacular event in the making. I request you all to watch, encourage, cheer our golfers also. And we request you to give this event wide coverage. You are actually the backbone to take this event to a greater height. Unless you do not put your hearts and soul to the paper, through your words, you are going to take this event and make it bigger. With this, I'd like to thank you for being here and being a part of this spectacular event. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hero Indian Open 2026 will have a field of 138 players, 24 from the PGTI, and the last 4 order of merit winners, which is in 2022 Manu Gandas, 2023 Om Prakash Chauhan, 2024 Veer Alawat, 2025 Yuvraj Sandhu, all confirmed to play. We reached out to a few players who've confirmed. So just to let you know that the official entries to the tournament will close on 12th March, which is day after tomorrow. All the names that we have announced today have already confirmed to play, but you will be able to see a full entry list on the website of the tour day after tomorrow as entries close. But we did reach out to a few players who've confirmed, and they had these special messages for us. We'll start with the defending champion Eugenio Chacarra, and then Francesco Molinari, and then the Indians Veer Alawat and Manu Gandas.
Super excited to get back to India, super excited to go play again here in the Open. Great memories from last year. Love the place, love the golf course, love the country, and super excited. Hope to see you guys all very soon, and hopefully I can have a great week. I know it's going to be really nice to be back, and just think about how much that golf course in the country changed my life last year. So super excited to be there. Hope to see you guys soon. Excited to confirm I'll be back to defend my title in the Hero India Open.
Hi everyone, Francesco Molinari here. Just wanting to send you a message to say I'm really excited to come and play at the Hero Indian Open soon. I can't wait to be there and see my friend Dr. Munjal that does so much for Indian golf and worldwide golf. So thanks for the support and see you all guys in Delhi soon.
Hello everyone, super excited for this year's Hero Indian Open. This event is really close to our heart as this is our national open, and also because I've had few good finishes out there.
Our national championship, the Hero Indian Open, is back at DLF Golf and Country Club. Really excited to play in front of the home crowd and look forward to having a good week.
Thank you to the players for sending in those messages, and as Veer said, he's had a couple of good finishes. So 2 years ago, he had a runner-up finish at the Hero Indian Open 2024. So expectations from the Indian players to do well again. Before we open the floor for questions from the members of the press, I'm going to have a question for General Bhushan and for Tush. Sir, may I have a question for you first, General Bhushan, sir? As Mr. Sandhu also mentioned, there is so many initiatives that the Indian Golf Union undertakes through the year. And we've seen in recent times players like Karthik Singh, Shoaib Bhattacharya, and many others who come up through the IG ranks, playing the amateur circuits and now doing very well on the professional stage. So how good is the depth of amateur golf in the country right now? And can you elaborate on some of the initiatives that the IGU takes to further the talent?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. IGU, as my colleague Mr. Shashank Sandhu said, we are the National Sports Federation of golf in the country. And our duty and responsibility is to promote and develop golf. And it starts from very low level, right from identifying the talent and nurturing them to the highest level. As he said, that Karthik Singh and Shoaib Bhattacharya, who has come through IGU platform, I want to say here that around 80% plus golfers who are there in the country, who are playing professional, playing good and representing India, are all through IGU platform. And everybody is aware of it. And what we do to do whatever we do is right from the beginning, identifying the talent through schools, through word of mouth and then giving them a platform which is called VIDA tour. VIDA tour is in the all 4 zones, and these boys and girls, they come and play at a VIDA tour where they get points. Once they are performing well and they are being identified, they go to the junior and amateur tour. And that's where they are gaining the points, and after that we select them and we send them abroad. Last couple of years we have sent around 19 to 20 teams internationally for international exposures, and that's huge. And thank you so much to the ministry who is supporting us financially for sending these teams. Not only that, once the IGU comes, we have these players, we select top 10 in every category, like whether it's men, juniors and women, and they form national squad, and we give them holistic training. Holistic training means we have mental training, we have physical training, we have physiotherapy training, and also a technical training. And we hold these camps every quarter, and that's how they are coming up and they are doing well, as Karthik Singh, Shoaib, they are all coming from this. Right, so that's what we do. Apart from that, our initiatives, what Shashank mentioned, is golf on wheels. We're going to the schools, and we have a mobile van, which is now it's a recent initiative, which is going to various schools, introducing them to the golf. And somehow we have found some talent, which will be going for VIDA tour, and hopefully they'll do well. Apart from that, as our Honorary Secretary mentioned, we have an initiative of Excellence Center. We are almost finalizing it, which will have everything what an Excellence Center internationally can have. So hopefully that will also help our amateurs to hone their skills and do well in future. Thank you, Karan.
Thank you very much to the Golf Union. That exercise, and how do you present the course in this condition year after year?
We're very excited to have the Hero Indian Open back with us this year to start with. And to answer Karan's question, actually there is a process called overseeding which we do, but basically the summer grass is covered with another grass called ryegrass that actually allows for the course to look the way it does in the winters. But while that's very technical, I'm not really sure whether everybody actually knows that that particular grass is the same grass that is used in Augusta. Do you know that? In the Masters tournament that everybody talks about, it's the same grass. So we actually fly that grass in, and we oversee the course. It's a very expensive affair, but much to the resolve of DLF, wanting to be pristine and the best. And kudos to that, of course. But having said that, this particular grass, we import the seed so that we're able to actually lay it. There's a process to it, and it lasts through winter. So if any of you ever wonder what Augusta must look like, it is exactly what you are seeing here at the DLF Golf and Country Club. So I hope that answers the question. Providing a course that is quite challenging, I think there's no secret to that. And every year I've enjoyed the process of watching the course mature over the last couple of years. It has to take on different characteristics with every year to make it continuously challenging. There's no secret to the fact that golf, with the equipment and technology that exists today, players can really do well, and we want to be a course to reckon with. We're very happy and proud that, as Mr. Pan said, the course that comes to mind with a lot of international players today when they think about and they're curious to know why it is such a difficult course to play. Yesterday I was reading an article where Rory McIlroy has mentioned the DLF Golf and Country Club as the #1 course in 7 courses that he wants to play before he retires. So these are little things that actually add up to our conviction that we know what we're doing, and we think that every golfer worth his salt wants to be challenged. He wants to, at the end of the day, win the tournament knowing that he took the right risks versus the right rewards, and we enjoy the entire process. So yes, the course is playing not tough, challenging. To put it simply, I think players that take the right risk will get the reward on every hole. That has been ensured. But we will get to watch some really excellent golf if they actually take those risks. So we're looking forward to having everybody over. Thank you.
Thank you, and we're all looking forward to being back there in just a couple of weeks from now. How has
the situation in the world affected the field at the DB at the?
Well, currently we are seeing that the field, the provisional entry list that has been received, like I said, the entries will not be closed after tomorrow. But the provisional entry list that we have received is a stronger field over the last few years. So currently, all players are excited to come. There is an event in China before the Hero Indian Open. It forms a swing that players come to Asia for 2 events. So as we speak, as we stand right now, the field is better than last year.
Thank you for asking this question. It's a good question, and I must clarify to the media this, that rumors are rumors only. They will remain rumors. But what is truth is, there is only one Indian golf union. And to take you to past, when the elections were held in 2022 on 15th of December, the team was elected, and then the minutes were sent to Ministry, to the International Federation, to the Asia Pacific Golf Course, to Registrar of Societies, and it was acknowledged, recognized by all these people, including RMO. Nobody else. The other faction which you are talking about, I don't think they have done any such thing like this. In fact, after that we held our AGM again this year in 2025, where majority of states represented, and again we sent the minutes of AGM where accounts were cleared, and it was sent to Ministry, it was sent to the Registrar of Society, it was sent to International Golf Federation, and we got the recognition again. So the rumor will stay as rumor. There is nothing that some other faction is trying to say that they are IGU. If they are IGU, they should do everything what we are doing. They should participate, they should run the program, they should do junior program, they should run tournaments, they should send teams abroad. Why are they doing that? So why there is a rumor that there are 2 factions? There should not be any rumor. Thank you for asking this question. I want to clarify this to media.
So this goes back a long time. When we signed Akshay Bhatia as our brand ambassador, we signed both Akshay and Sai Tigala, I think early March last year, as our brand ambassadors. And one of the, obviously, as part of the entire deal, the fact that they would need to be coming to India to play, because one of the reasons for us to do that was because we wanted India to see the best of world golf, right? And that was the whole idea. I guess Akshay has been meaning to do that for a while. Last year we couldn't make it because it was very close to the event per se. But he's been doing extremely well, and he's already confirmed. Like I said earlier on, Sahid is pretty much very keen. He wants to join as well. It's just that he's trying to get some points up there because he's had some challenges with this form last year. He was not playing, he was injured. But he's doing exceptionally well. I mean, if you've seen the run for score, I think he probably had a best 6 under for almost, he just had a very average round 3, but otherwise he had a fantastic round. This was his third top 10 finish for the year. So he's in great form. We're hoping that he's also in a position to make it. So then we'll have, throughout this super exciting field. We have Francisco Molinari. I mean, how often do you see a open winner or a major winner play in India? I mean, it's very rare. We're very fortunate to have him, and I guess that's what makes the field very, very strong. Kirsten Lawrence is another outstanding player on the DP World Tour. So we've got a very strong field. I guess some of the Indian golfers are also really shaping up. We are hoping to see some real good competition. अब की बार कुछ अपना भी हो जाए तो अच्छा होगा. We're hoping that, right? Understood your question right. You're saying that we've been associated with various sports and also for golf for a long time. And do we intend to build on this further? Is that the question? Yes, of course. I think intrinsically it's all started 30 years ago when we really started investing in the sport. The Hero Indian Open is now, as you know, almost 2 decades into running, and the commitment is pretty deep. There's no reason for us not to continue. We will continue to support the game. We have been hoping that many others would join us. We've not seen much of that happen. I wish more people had got together and probably also chipped in. It would have really helped the game much better, make it bigger and stronger. But there are signs that we are seeing visibly that there is going to be a lot more support coming in. A lot of that is actually dependent on you guys out there. When you are going to put it out on as your posts and on your channels, you need to be talking about this game and make this game, give it the kind of boost that it truly deserves. On our part, of course, we will continue to do what we need to be doing, and we will perhaps push ourselves harder. We do intrinsically believe that for a country that can, have a Sanju Samson hitting a ball out of the park, which is traveling at him at 150 kilometers an hour.
Golf is still taken as a rich man's game in our country. And you see, what we lack here is a number of golf courses. If you compare to small country like New Zealand, which has 140 golf courses, US, which has 15,000 plus golf courses, and what we have is just 230 odd golf courses. So obviously, and there is enough potential for tourism because we have golf courses like in Kashmir, you see Royal Spring, where people can go and play and visit Kashmir. We have golf courses in South where they can go Bangalore and Kerala and other places, and also North and West Rajasthan. So we have tourist places and we have golf courses in those tourist places. We have been approaching Ministry of Tourism for that, and they have been supporting this for last many years through Incredible India venture, and we have enough potential for golf tourism in our country. If you see, when hand-eye coordination is same as cricket and golf, as Sanjay said, if we have world champions in cricket, we can produce good golfers in India. If one good golfer of that level comes to India, obviously it will be in a tourism map, our country. So we have plenty of potential, and as you know, this is a game of style and flamboyance, so people get attracted to this game, and people will have this potential has to be explored, and we are going to have some kind of tie-ups with Incredible India. Yesterday, New Zealand sports minister had come here, and they wanted to have signed a MOU with India for golf. So we are in process of doing such things, and I think we should do well in tourism also, golf tourism. Thank you so much.
Something more to what General Bhushan just mentioned. With the initiative in mind to develop inward tourism and internal tourism, our president had actually taken an initiative of development of golf in Northeast, which is a very beautiful part of the country, which has got 7 states. And with that end in view, we as a part of the IGU delegation went into the Northeast, identifying the locations where we are going to start a typical league on the basis of the Indian Premier League in cricket, which is going to be over there. And we would want the other golfers of the rest of India to go and play in very beautiful courses which are probably not even known to our people in India and which we have experienced over there. So what you mentioned is the domestic tourism as well as the international tourism. So this is a part which we are definitely on our mind, which we have already taken steps. Thank you.
You mentioned that you have Augusta turf at the Galen Golf Course. Could you tell us how do you maintain under these severe conditions here, having a temperature going right up to 35 centigrade? And another couple of weeks it can go even up to 40 degrees. And then how do you maintain the conditions, especially the greens?
Yes, so actually that's a really good question. We unfortunately hope for cooler weather at this time of the year, which is not the case. Having said that, we have a couple of things. One that's working in our favor is there's a lot of dew in the air early in the mornings right now. That is keeping the grounds very cool. As far as the greens go, we have Maxes built under our really big fans that are built under the greens. So the greens are built on top of this machine that kind of can control the moisture levels. So we are able to push moisture into the greens or suck them dry when we need to. So simply put, we are able to control moisture conditions far better than natural courses. So each green has these fans built into them underground, and of course the pretended uses our weather station to figure out what the incoming weather is going to be and mitigate it if necessary to keep the greens, the grass fine.
That means you must be taking care of the base of the green also.
Yes, absolutely. So the greens, they're just not kept the way they are. There are 2 factors that we control. One is the firmness of the green, and the other one is the stimp. The stimp is how fast it can roll, how fast the ball can roll. But that alone does not check pace, right? So we need to have the greens firm. So in the US, a lot of the greens that are there are very, very firm. So a combination of keeping them firm and the right amount of pace makes it challenging for the players to be able to control the ball on the green. Otherwise, the ball would just sit, and that would be no fun. But we don't control the pin positions. So therefore, there's always a fight between the tournament director who comes in and us to kind of make sure that we keep it challenging and fair. So they decide the pin positions, we create the circumstances. Fairly.